How's it going? I'm Daniel.
And I'm Nick Hardy, and we want to know
What you got? So on today's episode, we've got the Carolina Death Nut Challenge 2.0. Apparently, the origins of the Death Nut Challenge 2.0 are, it used to not be as ridiculous as it is now, and people thought it was too easy. So essentially what we're looking at here is we've got peanuts coated in different types of peppers in 5 different levels of hot. And from what we can tell, there's no official rules. We're supposed to open them up and just keep going through the steps until we either quit or eat all 5. I believe we're going to try to eat...
My plan...
Oh, tell them your plan, Nick.
My personal plan is to try to eat one level at a time, each level followed successfully by the next one without anything to drink or any relief. And I've purposely not given myself anything to drink or any relief so that I can wallow in my own misery over here.
I am not going to tip my cup and show you that it's empty because then you would see that I'm lying. I have water in mine, which honestly, if you're familiar with spicy foods, might not be that much relief, but it'll give me at least a second of not being in pain. So, starting off here, I'm going to give them an A for presentation. It's a very cool little thing. It describes each level accordingly. Level 1, getting started. Heat level is listed as mild, and it's Carolina Reaper and chocolate bootla peppers. Heard of one of those?
Yeah, I've never heard of a chocolate bootla pepper. I don't like that it's wrapped like medicine. Like... I'm only going to eat 1 to 2 nuts at a time, too.
It appears to be the first 2 levels are 3 whole peanuts, and then the last 3 are 2 whole peanuts.
I like how you got 3 whole peanuts over there, and I've got I do have 3 whole.
Yeah, see, it's 3 whole peanuts. It's just they're in half. You're going to go one at. I'll give you the first level. I'll go 1 at a time. You ready?
I'm doing 1 at a time the whole time. I'm just going to go 1 at a time until I finish, and then go to the next level.
There's always that one guy.
That
makes everything a contest. All right, well.
Oh, man. Cheers.
So listed as mild, but that is definitely Carolina Reaper.
It's hot.
It is hot.
It tastes good.
It does taste good.
That's a spicy nut.
It's sweet. There's a sweetness to it. And I'm not going Nick. I'm just going the other 2 at one time here.
I don't blame you. I would too. Oh, that's one.
There's a sweetness to it that's actually enjoyable. Not whether or not I would sit down with like a whole bowl of those is debatable. But if they were mixed in with like regular peanuts, so I just got 1 every once in a while with some regular peanuts, probably enjoy that.
Oh man, right now I really wish I had water. But I'm not going to be about it. Excuse my language. I'm not going to be a little about it. No, that's even wrong. I'm not going to be a child about it. I'm going to eat these like I said I was going to.
Like I said, always one guy. I've got the water. I'm not resorting to it yet, but it is there. So level 1, mild. We can do it. Yeah. It's not the end of the world. We did 3 of them.
My head is itching.
Ooh.
And I'm starting to develop like little tiny cold sweat beads.
See, and while I'm not considering drinking for the relief, I'm starting to get that where your spit gets spicy and starts to build up, and if it starts to impede on my ability to talk, that's when I'm going to the water.
Yep, that makes sense.
All right, so level 2, listed as mild, plus our warming up round is Carolina Reaper and Ghost Pepper.
It looks like I have 2.5, maybe 3 nuts in there.
They're
all in half, so.
I feel like it's 2.5 because I feel like that bad boy right there is a nut and a half.
My nuts are only in halves.
Oh, then I've got 2 halves here, but here we go. I'm going with the big one.
It's got good flavor. It's not. I feel like it's less spicy than the other one.
Oddly, I was about to say the same thing. I feel like level 2 there, not as hot. Now, in my experience, that could be because this one is ghost peppers. And if there's anything I've learned about ghost peppers, it's that your initial is not overwhelming. but that it sneaks up on you. But no, I would say at this point, finishing up round 2 there.
I'm gonna try something. My name is Nick, and this is what it sounds like when I eat a peanut. Let's see if that works for you ASMR fans.
I'm just going to pretend like I didn't see that. But round 1 definitely hotter than round 2,
I
Nick.
think so.
Right.
I mean, I can still feel the heat in round 2.
Round 2 was almost enjoyable. Like, I don't know if it would have been hotter if my mouth weren't already kind of ablaze
Yeah.
from round 1. But so far, so good. We made it through mild and mild plus.
The flavor from round 1 was a little bit better
Yep.
as well. Round 2 still kind of sweet, but
Maybe it's that whatever chocolate bootleg pepper is. Maybe that adds some sweetness. Because round 1 was definitely sweet.
oh man, it's hot.
Yeah, definitely. We're getting there. So round 3, heat level medium, is called It's Getting Real. And we're looking at Carolina Reaper and 7 pot brain strain peppers. Pop up in the old medicine packet back here.
I've got 2 whole nuts, and they're really big.
I've got 1 whole nut and 2 halves. I'm trying to make sure that I only touch them with this hand so that I have this hand free
Me too.
to wipe the old nose, because I'm definitely getting some nose running now. Now, by the way, we don't actually have Scoville ratings on any of this until we get to the final one. So we couldn't tell you exactly. Maybe a little research would let us know for each of these peppers. But like I said, this one is Carolina Reaper and 7 pot brain strain. So here we go. So here's
It
first.
is. I only have 2 big ones.
Okay.
Tastes good.
I enjoy that. I like that a lot. Now, there we go. There's that. That's sneaky spicy. That's sneaky spicy. I'll give it that. I'll absolutely give it that. Okay. A little bit of pain setting in with that one.
Yeah, it's definitely hitting the back of my throat pretty good.
Back of the tongue for me.
It's like,
It's beyond just hot now. Now it's just pure pain setting in on the back of the tongue.
not quite as hot as the chocolate bar,
Still not as hot as the chocolate bar.
but I'm struggling.
Yeah.
Oh man.
I'm still coherent, so that's nice. I don't feel like I'm gonna die. I'm not ready to quit yet,
Oh.
but I believe the description of It's Getting Real right there. Yeah, I think that's the appropriate description. Reaching the point where breathing
Oh, I'm sweaty.
is causing extra pain.
I'm sweaty. My mouth is starting to get that tingly feeling that I got when I ate the chicken at Bolton's.
Yeah.
So if you start seeing my face act weird,
He's not having a
it's
stroke.
okay.
There was a moment while eating hot chicken at Bolton's where I was worried that Nick was having a stroke because his mouth goes numb
Couldn't talk.
and he was unable to talk. So,
Daniel might have to carry the rest of this video.
as we get into round 4, we're now into Pain Sets In.
Oh, it's already set in.
This is double Carolina Reaper and 7 pot Dola peppers, which is apparently different than 7 pot brain strain peppers. I just got 2 big old nuts in my hand for this one.
I got 1 and 2 halves. I'm gonna choose the
All right.
one first. Oh yeah.
Round 4.
Knocking up.
I'm not going to wait to go with the second one here.
I'm a man.
There's like, I don't know what he's trying. I know the guy. He's got nothing to prove to me. And a lot of you out there we might not ever meet. So, I'm not sure what he's trying to prove. After eating round 4, I can definitely see why they decided to add a round 5. If that's where it ended right now, I could sit through a 5-minute afterburn right now. It would hurt. And it would be a very long 5 minutes.
My whole chest and face is vibrating.
I'm not there yet. But I definitely think at this point, I could pull off a 5-minute afterburn, which would be 5 minutes of no relief
I think so too.
hereafter. So, in our research, we've discovered that's why this is 2.0, because like I said, apparently they decided that 4 steps and Pain Sets In was not hot enough. So, suppose the only thing, we're at that point now where the only way to get through the fire is to keep moving forward. You are sweating, dude.
Yeah. I have... Whew.
I'm sure that wiping our noses constantly doesn't make for great video, but they're running.
I have one whole nut. I can't talk. And 3 halves, maybe?
I've got what appears to be 2 holes and 1 half on the Death Nut. Quick reminder on the Death Nut. We're looking at double Carolina Reaper, Maruca Scorpion, and a 13 million Scoville capsaicin crystals that are ground into this. As we continue to eat these, I'd also like to point out, we're just going to sit here and suffer for a second because I guess that's part of the fun. I'd like to take a second to read to you the warning on the side of these. Caution, extremely hot. Keep out of reach of children and elderly. Do not consume if you are sensitive to hot or spicy foods, allergic to peanuts, peppers, or capsaicin. Do not consume if you are pregnant or have any medical condition. Wear gloves when handling. Oops. Don't touch eyes or any part of your body. And wash completely with soap after use. So they gave us a lot of warnings, and apparently we did not pay explicit instruction to one of them. Oh my god, I know, that's probably just terrible video, but it's necessary at this point. So,
can we just go on?
At this point, I'm kind of relishing in the fact that I'm doing, because at this point in the chocolate video, I was in a lot more pain than Nick. I'm just torturing him right now. Okay, here we go. Step 5, the Death Nut, 13 million, down the hatch. Flavor on that one, the best since round 2.
They are good nuts. Woo. That's 2 nuts down. What happened?
So the long pause there was every bit of willpower that I've ever mustered in my life to not curse. Oh.
Nobody.
My.
Oh man, I am. Ooh, I'm rough. Okay, so it is 7:45 at night. I'm gonna try to make it to 7:50, but I don't know if I can.
The goal here is to go through a 5-minute afterburn, and I'll explain why. On a future episode, Nick and I have also got our hands on a. Oh, the back of my throat.
I don't know if I can do it.
Nick and I have also got our hands on a tube called the Tube of Terror that is between 20 and 30 nuts that are all level 5 hot.
I don't know if I can do that.
So the goal right now is to prove that we can eat some of those level 5 nuts and survive 5 minutes without relief. Whether or not it's going to happen is a completely different story. This is the first time where the spice has hit the back of my throat. And,
go away from that, Morty.
And the pain is absolutely overwhelming. There is a lot of pain associated with sitting through this right now. But the goal is to make it 4 more minutes without relief. So while we do that, I guess the best way to be it would be to distract our minds. I'm actually lightheaded. By letting you know about what we've got coming in some upcoming episodes. So next week, Nick and I are going to be trying out our food drink cocktails. We've had master bartender Olivia hard at work trying to come up with some things that she thinks will actually mix.
Paper towel, please.
I've got paper towels, hang on. Go ahead and tear me one. That she thinks will actually mix and make some of those drinks something that we can actually suffer through. So we're going to be doing that. Now the release date on that is kind of TBA because Nick here is taking a very special expedition to Antarctica.
I wish I was there right now.
Antarctica is the only thing that could calm the insane amount of pain in the back throat, my throat right now. I've reached body buzz levels. My hands are tingling.
My whole body is vibrating.
Complete numb mouth over here. We've also got, like I described to you earlier, on deck we've got Tube of Terror. We've got some people on deck that we're going to invite to do hot shots with us in the near future. With a different hot sauce, of course. It would be boring if we did it with the same hot sauce every time. And this is where you come in, the viewer. We need you to make sure that you use our Facebook page, our Instagram feed, or our Twitter feed, and tell us what we should be doing. This particular idea came to us by way of
Chris Morgan.
Chris Morgan. Thank you. I always want to call him Chris Fowler, and that is somebody else that I've known. You can make it, Nick. We're 3 minutes in, man. It's 2 more. This particular idea came to us by way of Chris Morgan, who actually says that he may be trying to do the Tube of Terror with us. We'll see how he feels after he sees us attempt this with just going 3 nuts into the Death Nut. Nick, how you doing? Exactly. That's how Nick's doing. Nick's checking the watch. We got 1 more minute. 5-minute afterburn as a mother.
Excuse my language.
That's gonna bleep. Nick's the edit.
I've got tears and frozen face.
Oh, he has completely no face and the inability to speak right now. But we've made it this far. We're almost there. So make sure you use all those comments. Of course, if you want to send us an email, if you've got a detailed description of something that you think we should do, or an idea that you'd like to join us for, you can email us at whatyogotshow@gmail.com. That's a way, if you've got a lengthy description, hell, you can outline an entire episode if you'd like, and send that right along to us. And that is 5 minutes.
How are you doing so well? We've still got 30 seconds.
Oh, I'm sorry. Letter of the law, Nick over here. I'm the one who's able to talk. And he wants to call me out. I'm going 30 more seconds.
Might as well enter the rant while we're at 5 minutes.
You sound like an old man who lost his teeth and is being interviewed on the street.
Sound like a prospector.
Oh, that's 5 minutes, Tom. What for belief? Oh, boy.
Unfortunately for me, the only leaf that I'm allowed right now is water.
I'm gonna go
Because
Saturday.
I am currently at the time of recording 30 days. I'm 30 days and almost 20 hours into a dry January. So as much relief as I know that Natter Day would give me, I'm gonna pass. I'm gonna pass on it. I'm gonna say,
I am.
water is lovely right now, if only for that split second.
I can only compare it to boot camp gas chamber.
Here we go again with boot camp gas chamber. That's where we're back to. So what apparently the 9 million Scoville mark
Good.
is where you are for that. So we did it. We survived. Even with a 5-minute afterburn. Hey, don't leave me hanging here.
I don't know if I can do that whole tube. Really don't.
The issue with the whole tube is not just the 5-minute afterburn, but getting through the whole tube with no relief. And then the 5-minute afterburn.
Excuse me. I'm having trouble holding stuff in my mouth.
Oh, man.
Hopefully this makes for enjoyable viewing.
This is making for far better video than I think we ever could have imagined, Nick. Please don't puke. That's where we turn the corner on enjoyable video.
I'm not gonna puke. Excuse me.
So as Nick slowly dies, I believe we're gonna go ahead and wrap this up.
Can I get a paper towel real quick?
Remember, we are on Twitter and Instagram at What You Got Show. Make sure you follow us on either one of those.
How are you doing so well?
Of course, our YouTube channel is What You Got. Hey, 50 more followers on YouTube, and we'll be getting one of those custom fancy YouTube URLs. So if you haven't followed us on YouTube yet, even if you don't use that much with it, at 100 followers, we can get a custom YouTube URL. So please make sure you kick us a like, a subscribe, and a follow over on YouTube at What You Got. We've got a Facebook page where we do plenty of announcements.
I'm gonna do something crazy.
I'm excited.
First 50 people to comment on this video will be entered into a drawing for a $50 Amazon gift card.
So there we go. We're going to give away a $50 Amazon gift card. Drawing of the first 50 people who comment on the YouTube video.
So the first 50 people that comment, you're going to go into a hat, and I will draw your hat after we get 50 comments. I'll draw your name out of the hat.
So there we go. Like, subscribe, comment down below. Make sure you give us ideas, because ultimately we need to know what you got. I'm Daniel DeBona.
And I need to do this before I die. So I want to give something away. And I'm Nick Hardy.
Thanks for watching.
And I've turned into somebody else.
Nick sounds like a prospector from a spaghetti.
Thanks everybody for watching our newest video where you've now seen the aftermath of us eating Carolina Death Nuts. Of course, if you'd enjoyed this video, make sure you go down there, click that bell to subscribe, like the video, and hit the comments and tell us what you think of the video and give us suggestions for what we should be trying out in the future. And don't get it twisted, we're not only here to do hot things, we're here to do weird things too. So make sure you use the comment section to let us know.
And I'm going to add tags to our other videos or boxes depending on what YouTube lets me do this time.
So hopefully down here you'll be able to click one of our videos, or up there. They could be anywhere, honestly. But make sure you check them out. And of course, our channel is What You Got. You can find us on Twitter and Instagram at What You Got Show. And our Gmail is whatyoughotshow@gmail.com. Make sure you use any of those social media outlets because we need your help to keep this show going.
Thank you for everything you do for us.